Hi everyone, welcome to Southpaw Saturday, and this is the oh so exciting topic of the bucket list, and I have my bucket list right here and my evil iPhone bucket list right there, but no, spoilers. So, for those of you who know me, you probably know there's pretty much only one goal that I really want to accomplish before I die, and that is becoming a clinical psychologist. So, in actuality, my bucket list really only has one item, but besides that, I spent all week kind of thinking of ideas and looking at other people's bucket lists, and I have sort of a longish list. I'll try to go through it really quick of other things on my bucket list. It's not a complete list, but it's a bunch of things that I'd sort of like to accomplish, and yeah, some are silly, some are not. Enjoy. Another one would be to learn to sew functional clothing. Because, as you guys may or may not know, so far I can only really sew stuffed animals and cute things like that, but one day I'd like to be able to sew my own clothing. Oh, what a dream. Also, to feel an earthquake. Build a semi-functional igloo. I was so close that one time. Play on a Quidditch team. For those of you who aren't aware, Quidditch, totally a real sport. Live on a boat. But really, boats are awesome. I mean, then I wouldn't have to, choose where to live. I could live in New York, and I could live in San Francisco and Canada. I just don't know how I would get to all these places quite easily on my boat. I don't really know if I'd have one big enough to go through the Panama Canal. Can you go north above Canada? That would probably take a longer time, and I would get caught in the ice if I were going in winter. But yeah, I mean, boats are fun anyway, even if I only kept it in one place. I love boats. Adopt babies. Yeah, preferably Asian babies, just because that's sort of something I've always wanted to do. And adopting because, I was adopted and I really, I can't rationalize to myself, giving birth to my own child when there's already so much overpopulation and when there are already so many children who need a loving home. So that's sort of why I want to adopt. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if they're Asian or not, but that would be preferable. It's hard for, like Allie said in her video, it's hard for a single parent, but yeah, I'm gonna try. Write a book. I used to really be big into wanting to write fiction, but recently, I'd be okay with nonfiction, a psychology book, anything. I procrastinate a lot, so the goal of, kind of writing a book is a little far-fetched for me, but who knows. Speed on the Autobahn. Stop judging me. Road trip across the US and Canada. Alternatively, I could have a boat trip across the coasts, if I ever get that boat. Become fluent in at least one other language. See, I already understand Spanish. The problem is I can't speak Spanish. So I can listen in. I'm such a creeper. I listen in on conversations when people are speaking Spanish, but I just can't, go up to them and be like, oh yeah, I'm totally fluent and understand what you're saying because I don't actually know the tenses or anything. So when I do speak Spanish, it sort of sounds like, a 2-year-old, basically gato, hola, ¿cómo estás? And one day I'd like to sort of, be able to have a conversation in Spanish instead of just my own sort of stuttering rambling, but, or Russian, Japanese, Italian, any language. Perfect my Canadian accent. I'm just about there, eh? And meet all of my close internet friends in person. Now that you've all wasted all this time learning more about me and my goals in life, what are your goals? I hope you've all kind of made your own bucket list and maybe we can, split some ideas back and forth and kind of add to our own lengthy lists of things we want to do. So I'm really looking forward to all of your comments. Thank you so much for watching this and everything. Take care.